She ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ballage. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now a 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 31 yards.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On the pickup.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schroeder.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up
this running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
At the
Behind the chains, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. A 1st carry now for Thompson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 30-yard line.
They run it with Balaj. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Toss play to Balaj. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
13 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Texans.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Duke Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Taken down by Trey.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up. Back to throw, Watson.
What?
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Jaguars 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Jaguars 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down now, it's Thompson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
They need need to get this to the 24 on third down. On third down, Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Watson now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, they knew that coming out after half.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain. Got some rain. Can I kick it? Don't ask me this thing. How I got it. How I did it. Been the whole pad. Had a flag. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? With the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I hate to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go, miss? Ay, how she went right, she mix. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a brains. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Change. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't know what it live, do what I thought. These like this, check my buzz. These right here, check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? He said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People extra different, so I ask. Can I?
This is very nice, but no thanks. I'm sorry. Just to quit this movie, I'm not upset. I want you to do this.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me broke? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me woke? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that, it's right like you know. Okay, when I hit that, okay, when I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this.